Your LinkedIn headline is a filing cabinet. It tells people where to file you. And filed is the complete opposite of chosen, right? Your job title tells somebody what you are. It doesn't really tell them who you help, how you help them, what you're the actual answer to, right? So, consultant, fractional CMO, founder, CEO, all true, right? And all interchangeable with everyone else that has the same job title as you. Interchangeable is how you end up, on a list of 4 or 5 or 25, right? Where price is then going to determine who gets chosen. So you want your headline to not just be a label. You want it to be the one line that makes people specifically think of you. So that's what we're here talking about today. That's what we're here talking about today. Most people think your headline is like just all about your profile, right? It's just what lives on your profile. But it's something that follows you everywhere, right? It's going to come up in your search results. And sometimes it's the only line that comes up before somebody, decides whether to click and dig in further, right? It's often the only line someone's going to read before they decide whether or not to click on you. Every comment you leave on LinkedIn is going to also reflect your headline. You comment on a big post, 400 people see your headline, and it says CEO. That's not intriguing to anybody, right? Like who's clicking on that? So it's they don't see the rest of your profile. They just see your headline. Connection requests, right? It's the whole basis for whether to accept you or ignore you when you reach out to somebody to connect with them. It's their headline is the whole basis for that decision that they make. The like, let's say you're looking to be booked on some podcasts, right? Or you want to get booked to speak at an event, or some kind of committee is deciding between you and someone else, right? They're looking at your headline before they even move further. So this is the part of your profile that works while you're asleep. The big question though is it working for you or not, right? Is it helping you? Is it working for you? And you can create that, right? So if you're watching this live or on the replay, I would love for you to just drop your headline in the chat here, exactly as it's written. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'll get to you. I'll get back to you, because I'm gonna give you my feedback on it. I will be kind. I promise. Nobody was born knowing how to do this stuff, but I'll also be honest because I want there to be more wealthy people in the world, more wealthy women in the world, right? I want that to be the case, and this happens when you're doing this stuff right. So I'm not going to tell you what you want to hear. I'm going to tell you what I think, hopefully in a kind way, right? Hopefully in a kind way. So I'm here every day for the rest of for the most of the rest of 2026. I just decided I wanted to do this. I kind of woke up one morning and said, and I've done this before, and it's fun for me to do this. Like you can see, I'm not in my office today, right? I have a house at the beach, and I'm at the beach house, and sitting on the deck. I locked my grandkids. It's a Monday morning. My grandkids and daughter and family are here. They're locked in the house. I'm like, everybody leave me alone for 15 minutes, right? Because it's easy. This is an easy thing for me to do. And I think it's a valuable thing for you to have. So that's what I want to build into your strategies as well, right? Ease, but powerful ease. Like I don't want you to spend all day long doing this. I'm going to be spending the day with them, right? I'm starting the day with you. So I'll be here every day, 9 a.m. Eastern for, 15-ish minutes through the middle, towards the end of December. On Mondays, and today's Monday, we're going to talk about your profile. On Tuesdays, tomorrow, we'll talk about stages and podcasts and press, the PR piece of the work that I do. Wednesday, we're going to talk more about that. We're going to talk about outreach in a way that isn't pitchy. Thursdays, we're going to talk about your 15-minute daily practice. Fridays, pricing and positioning and getting chosen. And Saturdays, we're going to answer a question, right? A question that I've got during the week. And then Sunday, we'll talk a little bit about your week ahead. So let's talk a little bit about your headline. That's what we're here to talk about. And again, remember, if you're here live, please jump in. I'd love for you to tell me what you're thinking about this as I'm going. I want, before we get to the entire, I want this, of course, there's a character limit, right? And I don't actually have that number in front of me, but I'm not really worried about, you don't need to use, well, I do want you to use every character that you can. I mean, your headline is not your about section. So you want it to be exactly what it says, a headline, right? Don't be afraid to use a lot of characters because you want to bring keywords to this, right? But what I want to talk about right now, it's not the characters at the end. It's like that first 40-ish characters, right? Before like the internet truncates you and on mobile and in search results. And because this is the part that always gets read, right? That first section. Everything after that is important. It feeds the algorithm. It helps you come up in searches. But everything before that, that first 40 to 50 characters is what we're talking about right now. Like that's the decision. So I want you to think about the front of your headline. Make sure that it's not your name, not your credential, not coach or consultant or attorney or whatever, not your company. You want to talk in your headline about who you are, who you help, and how you help them. Who you are, who you help, how you help them. And if your first 4 words are your job title, then you just spent your best real estate on the digital planet telling people something that they're going to learn in 2 seconds anyway, right? You're losing people. You're losing people. And we want to grab them so that they click see more. And then they want to check out the rest of your amazing profile, right? So I want you to like look at this section and think like, can I take this and can 20 of my competitors or even 5 of my competitors copy and paste them into their own profile word for word? Does it make you a category of 1 or not? Right? So if 5 other people in your field can have written this word for word, you need to rewrite it, right? You need to rewrite it. You need to talk a little bit about the example that I've used, God, for more than a decade. Like I've been doing this work for, a long time. Like I know there's a lot of LinkedIn strategists now because LinkedIn is hot and everybody's realizing this is where the money is. But I've been doing this since like 2010, right? More specifically working with people on their LinkedIn strategy. So I'm like an OG in this world. And I've been saying you can probably find a podcast interview from 2010 where I said, you can be a financial planner and you can be a great financial planner, like the best financial planner in the world. And if you say I'm a financial planner and I have all these cool letters after my name, what can happen, right? 5 of your competitors, 50, 100 of your competitors can copy and paste it. So if you say, I help women over 50 create enough wealth to retire at 60, now you're still telling me you're going to help me with my finances. And then you can get into I'm a financial planner, blah, 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 right? But you're making it about me. You're telling me about you, but you're making it about me. Now, I know if you're a financial planner, you probably have a license that prohibits you from saying stuff like that, right? But you get what I'm saying, right? You want to tell me about you, but you want to make it about me. Tell me why you're different than all the other financial planners, right? Like real estate agents, man, you guys can copy and paste your headlines into every single DM other realtors on the planet. But if you say, did you feng shui your house before you sold it? Right? Is your realtor using Reiki energy to help sell your house? Like now, maybe there's some people that are going to be like, what? But there's going to be other people going, hold on, wait, I want to know about this because I'm a Reiki master and I want to know more about that, right? So this is what makes you different and makes people click to do more with you, right? To do more with you. So you want to spend some time. So I want you to take some time and write yours now. Don't wait until you have time to make it perfect. Like for real. Perfect is, what do they say? Perfect is the enemy of done, or perfect is the enemy of broke, I think, right? I mean, perfect is why it's a job title still, right? And why it's been a job title for years. So write it now. Write it badly. Message me and I will or comment below. And I am happy to help you sharpen it, right? Because I'm here doing this for the rest of this year, right? So I want to jump in and help you with this stuff. So if you want, give me the old and the new so we can see the difference, right? Like I'm happy to look at that too. There's no shame. I want you to think big. I want you to have big dreams. And I want to see your big dreams in your headline. You should be portraying the person you're becoming, not the person you were. Right? So if you just got here, this is category of 1 every day at 9 a.m. Eastern, just 10-15 minutes, right? We are going to be doing a three-day LinkedIn profile intensive in September. 3 days where we're going to rebuild your whole profile together. If you comment category below, I will put you on the list for that. It's completely free. I mean, we're going to go into a lot of it through this series, but the series is over 100 days long. So this 3-day intensive is like, get it done. Like, and the reason I chose September is because I want you to have a massive Q4, right? And it starts, we know there's money on LinkedIn. We know this is where people are getting business. We know it starts with your profile. So spend some time with me in September, 3 days, and we're going to rebuild your whole profile together. So if you missed yesterday, we were planning your LinkedIn week in just a couple of minutes. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about where your next stage is hiding, podcasts, panels, press, right? So come to tomorrow's with a pen, put 9 a.m. on your calendar, 7 days a week. This is day 5. And I will see you at 9 a.m. tomorrow. Remember, today's the day to work on your LinkedIn headline. Your LinkedIn headline is the one piece of real estate that is probably the most important piece of real estate you own on the entire planet, the entire digital planet, right? And it is worth spending some time on. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.